All right, let's bring in Tyler Wharton from Business in Vancouver. Good morning, Tyler.
Hey, good morning, Steve.
All right, let's talk about the inflation numbers. They were out this morning.
Yeah, these are August numbers, and of course, I recall August being a pretty warm month in Metro Vancouver, but that didn't stop inflation from cooling during that month. I apologize for that bad pun, but if we break down the numbers, I'll show you what was going on when we compare it to July. Now, inflation Canada-wide was at 1.1%, and that's actually down slightly from the previous month when it was at 1.3%. But I want to highlight the core index that the Bank of Canada always follows. It was at 1.8% versus 2.1% the month before. The reason I highlight the core index is because it strips away all those volatile categories that are always in flux. I'm talking about food prices as well as gasoline prices. Finally, BC was at 2%, which is right on the nose for the target that Bank of Canada is always striving for when it comes to inflation. Because, of course, inflation it's actually good for the economy at a certain level. That's why the Bank of Canada always aims for 2%. Otherwise, people would just be holding money in the bank. They wouldn't be spending it. So there were two exceptions, when it comes to inflation over August. We had housing costs and healthcare costs. Those rose slightly. Whereas tobacco and alcohol, that actually rose a little bit more, and that's mainly because of provincial taxes that went into effect for the month of August.
All right. Let's talk about the real estate market, and we were always waiting for some more concrete numbers about what this tax is doing as far as foreign buyers are concerned.
Yeah, we finally are getting more data on this. Of course, the government released some data before the foreign buyers tax went into effect. And now that we actually have a look at the impact that it had after it went into effect August 2nd. Now, foreign buyers made up 0.9% of total transactions after it went into effect August 2nd through to August 31st. Compare that to when we first started collecting data here in British Columbia beginning on June 10th. All the way to the end period for August 1st before the tax went into effect, foreign buyers made up 13.2% of all transactions. So that's a huge, huge drop-off overall. And I should highlight this. On July 29th, right before it went into effect, 55% of all transactions for real estate in Metro Vancouver were conducted by foreign buyers. So people were trying to get in there under the gun at that point. So look, the goal was to cool markets. Mission accomplished from the province of British Columbia. There's actually talk now, of course, a CIBC economist would like to see a foreign buyers tax implemented in Ontario. Former Finance Minister Joe Oliver, he wrote an op-ed piece calling for a similar foreign buyers tax in that jurisdiction as well. So it could be spreading to other jurisdictions such as the Greater Toronto area, which is really dealing with a white-hot market. And it looks as if that very hot Vancouver market has shifted over to Ontario as well, all because of this foreign buyers tax. So both cities just still trying to deal with what a lot of people are saying are very inflated prices here in Canada.
All right, Tyler, thank you very much. We'll leave it there. BIV.com if you want to get more from Tyler Wharton. Thanks, Tyler.